Good evening. I welcome you all to this webinar by Mr. Nikhil Desai about unleashing the potential in you and your organization in turbulent times. Please watch us. So let's begin with good evening, people. So we all are here for a fantastic evening and we have Mr. Nikhil Desai with us. Good evening, sir. We welcome you to this special evening.
Good evening, Shefali. Good evening.
And I make a promise to all of you today that at the end of the session, you all will have some good takeaways for you. So please take this as my promise. So Young Minds and HR India are together today to host Mr. Nikhil Desai for you all. And we thank you, Mr. Nikhil Desai, for accepting our offer. And so let's hear Mr. Nikhil Desai.
Excel skills. Oh, Excel skills. Okay, Sangeeta. What else? What else? Two more things. 2 or 3 quick things. What comes to your mind? Rapid fire. Don't have to think much. What comes top of your mind? Learn. Rajiv. Wonderful. One more person. One more person. Right? Inculcate more reading habit. Awesome. Whatever you said is absolutely true. Because if you do these and more, that's what is going to be the difference between people who have not invested these 21 days lockdown period and into making themselves better, more equipped for the future that is not yet born, but it's an exciting future. I tell you, how many of us agree? And if you agree, I want you to say yes in the chat box that the best time to be alive is right now. If you agree, say why. Just 5-10 people quickly say why. Right? Why is yes. Why is yes. This is the best time ever in the history of mankind to be alive. And so many people agree that that is true. If that is true, is it not also the best time to do the best for the world, the best unleashing of your own potential? I'm sure you all agree. So Corona has happened, COVID has happened. These are all times for transformation. I believe 4 important things we should remember during this difficult period. 1, all of us must introspect. We have to introspect into our lives. What do we want to do post-Corona? What is it going to be? Is it going to be the same me or is it going to be a different me? That's point number 1. The second thing that we have to do is what a lot of you have been saying. We have to learn. We have to keep on learning. This is the best time. You never had so much time for learning. The third thing that we have to do is we have to heal. We are not whole people. We are not whole people because so far the life that we were leading was so caught up in the rat race. It was so caught up with commute. It was so caught up with challenges at work. We hardly had the time to ourselves. Work-life balance was gone completely for a toss. Do you agree with me? If you agree that work-life balance was gone for a toss, put why. A few people quickly put why. If work-life balance had gone for a toss for you, right? I'm waiting for those quick answers. Why? Why meaning work-life balance had gone for a toss. Fantastic, right? And therefore, this is the time to transform yourself. Remember the 4 points which I said. Introspect, learn, heal, and transform. This is possible. And for that, we require a different mindset. Henry Ford had said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Whether you're 20 or 80 years old, it does not matter. The oldest participant in my program was 85 years old. And that was a full-day program, in-person program. It was a program called PEP, which stood for Personal Excellence Program. At the end of the program, he came and hugged me, and like a son, and he said, Nikhil, at the fag end of my life, you changed my life. Now tell me, this was one of the most valuable feedbacks I've received. Somebody at 85 saying I was responsible for changing his life at 85. And then I told him it wasn't just me, it was because you were open to learning, even at this age and this stage of your life, that this transformation occurred. We are all young people. We have a fantastic future that is not born. What is it that you are going to change in your life from today is something that I want each of you to introspect on. There are 2 S's and 2 C's I would like you to think about today. 1, what is it that you want to stop doing from today? The second S is, what is it that you want to start doing from today? Third S, C, is the third point is a C. What is it that you want to continue doing that is already doing well for you? And the fourth point, another C, is what is it that you want to complete and by what month or date in 2020? So very quickly, I want at least some people to start writing on the chat box any of these 4 points that first come to your minds. I'm going to give you only 60 seconds. So remember, I'm repeating, what is it that you stop? Do you agree, mate? If you want to reach your goals, you want to do something powerful, you will have to stop something. Then you will have to start something. And the starting is of new goals, new corona, post-corona. Start thinking now. Third, what is it that I'm going to continue? And fourth, what is it I'm going to complete? And I'm seeing beautiful answers. Somebody saying, I'm going to stop anxiety. Somebody says, I'm going to start empathizing more. Somebody says, I want to stop the negativity in me. Somebody says, I want to complete my PhD. Somebody said, I want to self-actualize myself, start thinking positively. Somebody says, I want to stop fear. And Renu has put it beautifully, says, I want to stop looking for perfection because perfection paralyzes you. We are therefore, my organization is called the Center for Excellence. It is not called the Center for Perfection because in the process of achieving perfection, we paralyze ourselves in many other areas because then we become perfect in one thing and zero in a lot of other things. Somebody says, you stop waiting for the right time. Absolutely. The time to start is now. And if you repeat the word now, what do you get? 1, W-O-N. People who want to win in life do not procrastinate. Procrastination is the biggest disease afflicting mankind. Somebody has said, I want to gain more patience. Absolutely. And on the lighter side, I say, if you do not have patience, you will soon become a patient. And then I will see you in ICU. You know what I'm saying? So have more patience. Manage your anger. Absolutely. Anger does more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Remember, anger eats you up first. Stop overthinking. Manmohan has said that so beautifully. There are 4 types of thoughts, my friends. 1, they are positive thoughts. We know that. 2, there are negative thoughts. We know that. But there are 2 other types of thoughts we don't talk about often. One is what we call routine thoughts. I want to go and have a bath at my time in the morning I get up. All those routine, no problem. But there's a 4th thought we don't think about, and that is waste thoughts. And I want you all, my friends, to stop your waste thoughts. They are wasteful. They're not negative, they're not positive, they're not even routine. They're just wasting your time, overthinking, overanalyzing. Stop that. I love what Venkat has said, and I believe in that meditation is going to be the best medication of this century. We're going to heal ourselves. The word heal comes from the word whole. And whole, we are fragmented, and meditation helps us to piece ourselves together. How many of us would like to have peace of mind? Write P in the chat box. How many of you would like to have peace of mind? Write P. Wonderful. So many people would like to have P. But do you agree with me that instead of having peace of mind, sometimes our mind goes to pieces? Yes, no, and if you agree with that statement, that instead of having peace of mind, our mind goes to pieces, yes, why? And that is where our journey towards excellence can get transformed. We do not have to be in pieces, my friend. We have to be wholesome. We have to live a life that is beautiful. I have created a little acronym for life, LIFE, which means living in fulfillment and enjoyment. Fulfillment in our professional work, enjoyment in our personal lives. And this 21-day period has given us that opportunity for the first time to try and balance fulfillment and enjoyment, personal life and professional life together, because you have been at home. Somebody said excellent health, and I agree with that. What is your definition of health? Do you agree that health is going to be, your good health is going to be a major factor in helping you achieve excellence? If yes, say yes 4 or 5 times quickly. 5, 6 people say yes. I'm waiting. Yes, health is important. Yes. Yes. 4, 5 Y's. Yes. My question is, if you agree health is equal to wealth, now that's a different question. Put a Y again. If you agree health is equal to wealth, put a Y there. If you agree. Most people have agreed, and I agree with Vinay, who has disagreed. Vinay says no. Vijay says no, and I agree with them. I say health is not equal to wealth. Health is much more than wealth. What could Dhirubhai Ambani also, when he was paralyzed in the last days of his life, what could he do with all the 50,000 crores at that time, or whatever the asset value was? And therefore, my request to all of you is, pay attention to your health. Health is going to be the deciding factor in people who excel, and in people who are average, and some people who don't even achieve that. Health for me is a jubilant feeling of well-being at the physical, mental, yes, Kalol, I'm coming to mental, but not only physical and mental, physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual levels. So there are 5 dimensions of health. And that also not a normal feeling of well-being, a jubilant feeling of well-being at a much higher level than normal. If you agree that this definition of health, if you start pursuing it, it will make a big impact on your journey towards excellence for yourself and for the organization that you work for. Because a lot of people in going to work are physically present, but they are mentally, emotionally, socially, sometimes not fully fit. If you agree that this definition of health is important to you, just write I. I stands for important, because I want this to be a major factor in your journey towards excellence. Write I. If this definition of health, which I'm repeating, health is a jubilant feeling of well-being at the physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual levels. Wow, look at the eyes. And then what are we going to do? To take care of this asset of health, we are going to make some changes in our routine life. In fact, at this stage, I'm very tempted to give you an acronym that I made, and that is what I call New Start. Each letter of the alphabet means something. And to improve your journey towards excellence, to improve your life, what New Start means is as follows. N is for nutrition. Take care of what goes inside your body. Do not let it be a garbage can for junk food. E stands for exercise. Exercise produces feel-good factors, besides all the other benefits you know. Water is W. Increase your water intake. Most of us don't drink enough water. S stands for smile more often. Don't be stressed. Smile, laugh. T stands for tolerance. We have to be tolerant to people, to situations. Doesn't mean chalta hai attitude, but we have to be more tolerant. A stands for air. Now in this time it's a bit difficult. By default, we are getting better quality air in our homes. But when you are post-corona, and again the air pollution levels start rising, my request to you is to spend some time where you get some good quality air, a walk in the garden, and so on. R stands for rest and recreation. This again, Corona time has been something valuable for you because you've got the opportunity for the first time to rest well, to recreate yourself. Recreation is not sitting in front of a television and watching TV. Recreation means recreating yourself, recreating your goals, your passions, your thoughts, what's important for you in life. And T stands for trust. Trust in God, trust in Mother Nature, trust in some superpower that is bigger than ours, which we don't know. We don't know. I'm requesting all of us, make a new start in your life from today. And if you're ready to make that new start, quickly do an N in the chat box. That means you've understood new start and you're going to make at least some of those changes. Maybe some of you are already doing some of that, but more of some of those that you are not doing in the new start, you're ready to do. Put an N, because that N is your commitment, my dear. It's not to me, it's your commitment to yourself. And when you make a commitment, when you write down something, writing crystallizes the thought processes. Writing makes your thinking clear, and clear thinking leads to positive and constructive action. So very important. I'm so happy to see lots of N's. I'm so happy, really. There's one more thing before I forget, that we are today here for about a 45-minute session together. If any of you would like one-to-one coaching on any of the things that I've said, which is even more detailed, you can always ping me. I'm sure you have my mobile number and WhatsApp number and email ID. If not, I'll put it on the chat box. We also are committed. I'm committed to from 250,000 people to 500,000 people benefiting from my programs by 2025. And mind you, my friends, that I did this goal, I set this goal before Corona, which means the 250,000 so far were all live to live, face to face. And 500,000 by 2025 was also face to face, because I do sessions face to face, which are as large as from 100 to 1,000 people at a time. But now with Corona, I'm going to actually do it even faster. 2025 is very far away, because already I have already done a few thousand people in this 2 weeks that I've been at home, right? So what I'm saying is, if you need your organizations to benefit, feel free. Thanks, Vanita. Thanks, Kalol. Feel free to get in touch with me. We want not only you to benefit, we want your organizations to benefit. India has shown the world where it can be in terms of something so difficult to manage as the coronavirus. But we have a long way to go. I did my MBA from the US. I worked in New York. I came back, set up businesses of my own. Even today when I come back, somebody who meets me for the first time says, "Why did you come back?" And I say, "I'm proud to be an Indian." How many of you are proud to be an Indian? Write a P in the chat. How many of you are proud to be an Indian? Write a P in the chat. Awesome. And you know what? I don't say I'm proud only to be an Indian. I say I'm privileged to be an Indian. This earth, this Mother India has given us so much. Only when you live outside, like I did for 3 years in the US, do I realize how much valuable only living on this in this soil of Mother India is. And that is why I came back. If you're proud and privileged to be an Indian, write PP in the chat box. If you're proud and privileged, write PP. Because if you're proud and if you're privileged, you will not complain about India. You will not be part of the problem. You will be part of the solution. If we keep complaining about India, what will we do? How will India become a better place? But if we become part of the problem, I had 8 businesses of my own. I've sold off my stakes in those 8 businesses 10 years ago so that I can spend the rest of my life doing what I'm doing today. For the last 10 years, before that, I was doing both. 27-year journey in training, motivational speaking. So 27 minus 10 is 17 years I did both. When my business needed me, I did that. When training called me, I did that. Now today, 24/7, 365 is not enough for the work I'm doing. And that is why I decided, okay, even at the cost of losing monetarily financially. I said, it's all right. So now I've set up for 2020 my first goal, that I am going to train people on my 2 flagship programs in pursuit of excellence and achieving excellence through stress management, because these are the 2 need of the hour worldwide. Wherever I go, people want to attend these programs. Whether it's US, whether it's Dubai, whether it's Muscat, whether it's Singapore, whether it's South Africa, whether it's Sweden, whether it's Ireland, you name it, Canada. And I've been doing programs worldwide. So, how many of you, am I asking you a question today, would you be interested in learning from me and therefore attending what I call a Power Pack Train the Trainer program, right? And if you're interested, just write TTT, just write TTT, right? TTT in the chat box. So I know genuinely that you get a line that, you know, you learn how I'm delivering this program and how you can then deliver it to any audience of your choice. I am not the type of person who will say, okay, you have learned from me, so now you do programs only for my organization. I will say you go out and reach out to whoever you want to. I am giving you for the first time ever, I'm ready to give you content. I'm ready to give you how I deliver it. You go to organizations, go to educational institutions, go to your own companies, become a trainer yourself. How many of you on this are trainers? Just if you're a trainer, write TR, TR, TR. So I know that you're a trainer. Write TR, please. Just write how many of you are trainers who are listening to me right now. Just write TT, TR, TR, TR. So you're already a trainer, right? Keep writing. If there are a few more people, write TR, TR, TR. Any more? TR. Any more? Okay, good. Now, I want to tell my trainer friends and I want to tell others, you know what? 27 years ago, I attended my first Train the Trainer program, after which I became a trainer. After that, it has been a lot of experience worldwide that I've used in my training programs. As you can see, this talk again is coming from my experience. But last year, towards the end, I thought that I must attend, conduct Train the Trainer programs. I went and attended a Train the Trainer program. I spent 2.5 lakh Indian rupees to attend a 3-day program in India, just to see that what happens and what benefit will participants get. And I felt, and I humbly say, I never give names, everybody's doing a great job in their own way, but I humbly felt that at the end of 3 days, people were not to the next level. People did not know what to do. People who were never trainers did not have content ready. They could not go up next day and say, deliver it on something that is important to the people worldwide. That's the time I decided, when I conduct a Train the Trainer program, I'm just going to give them everything so that they can use what they want out of it and deliver it. All right. So, awesome. All of us must have a bigger vision of ourselves. There was a philosopher who once asked a question, what is the size of the sky? If I ask you that question, my friends, what's your answer? What is the size of the sky? Quickly write in the chat box. What is the size of the sky? Unlimited. Very good. What else? What else? Infinite. What else? Go ahead. Beyond imagination. What else? Vast, as far as one can see. Unlimited. Sky itself, not measurable by us. Very good. Very good. All good answers. I would like to give one answer, which is meaningful in today's context. The size of the sky depends on the size of the window through which you're looking at the sky. Are you getting what I'm saying, my friends? If you are in a room that has no window, how will you see the sky? If you're in a room that has a very small window and you just go behind that window, 5 feet behind, you'll see some portion of the sky. If you go near the window, you'll see a larger portion of the sky. But if you go to your terrace of your building, you'll see a much larger, not the entire sky, but a much larger portion of the sky. My request to all of you, my friends, today is, are we ready to expand the size of our window through which we are looking at our sky? Are we ready to make a difference in people's lives? Because that is where you will find the biggest fulfillment. And I'm not saying you have to work in an NGO. I don't think you have to you work in all the for-profit commercial organizations, but work in a manner that makes a difference to that organization, that does work with a difference to the team. I've had some people, in my live seminars, when I'm doing workshops, lunchtime, somebody comes and tells me, you know what, sir, if I put very hard work also, I get paid the same amount of salary. And somebody doesn't do that much work also gets paid similar salary. What is the use? And I tell them, get this out of your mind, because when you do your best, you are first doing justice to yourself. You are growing. You are becoming a better person and professional. Any time in the world, even if there's the biggest recession in the world, the biggest corona in the world, it will be the top 5 and 10% people who will always be in demand. And if you worked honestly with integrity and done your best, you are doing justice to yourself. If you agree with this statement, put a Y, because it's a very important statement to give your best to life, and life gives you the best. Never give half. Never be half-hearted. Whatever you do, do your full. This is important. This is critical. I'm born in a middle-class family. I had only high values, very little money. But my father gave me high values, and I'm grateful to my parents for that. Because Khalil Gibran had said something beautiful. He said, give your children 2 things, give them roots and then give them wings. And that is what my parents gave me without having read Khalil Gibran. They gave me roots, they gave me strong foundation, they gave me values. And then it was time to go to the US. They said, go, it's your life. You go and study there. And then I came back. So very, very important, my friends, do your best. And you will find that life will give you beautiful returns. Zindagi खूबसूरत है. I always say, जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, हमें जीना नहीं आया. जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, हमें जीना नहीं आया. नशा हर चीज में है, हमें पीना नहीं आया. And once you learn this nasha of life, you don't need the external nasha. There is no need. And if it is there as a social drink, I'm not saying no, that's not a problem. But you don't need external stimulation to have an intoxicating life. The intoxicating life is possible for each one of us based on the attitude towards life. We've all heard attitude determines our altitude. How high we go in life is based on our attitude. There's a beautiful story, and I want to tell that to you. There was a black American boy who went with his father to a fair. Mela hota hai na? He went to a fair, and in that fair, he found there was a balloon man. And he asked his father, can we go to the balloon man? The father said, sure. When they went to the balloon man, before he reached there, he found that he had just let go of a white balloon. The balloon man had a strategy. Every time the business was low, he would release a balloon in the air so children around would realize that, hey, listen, there is a balloon man nearby, and tell their parents to take them there. So the balloon man used that strategy, and then what happened? When the black boy saw that white balloon going very high up in the sky, his eyes fell on a black balloon. He saw the white balloon go up. His eye fell on a black balloon, which was tied by the balloon man. And the balloon man asked him, balloon man, will the black balloon also go as high as the white balloon if you let it release it right now? And you know where this question is coming from, my friends? in the US, even today to some extent, but at that time, blacks were discriminated against. So this young boy had this in his mind, that white people have all the advantages, white children have all the benefits. So therefore he was comparing the black balloon and the white balloon. And the balloon man gave a beautiful reply. He said, it does not matter the color of the balloon. What matters is the gas that is inside the balloon that determines how high it will go. And my friends, there's a big lesson for all of us. It is not our circumstances in life. Our prime minister is an example, selling tea and becoming a prime minister. It is not our circumstances that determine our future. It is our attitude that determines our future. What kind of attitude do you want to have? All of us, my friends, when you get up in the morning, you have two choices. You can say, good morning, God, with a lot of positive attitude and energy. Or you can say, oh, God, it's morning. Good morning, God, or oh, God, it's morning. Look at it, almost the same words, but it makes a big difference on how you will spend that day. And if your day goes well, if you start your day well, your day will go well. If your day goes well, you will sleep well. When you sleep well, you recharge yourself and you're ready to get up with a spring in your step again. The best test whether you are living a fulfilling life is to check every morning, do you get up with a spring in your step? Are you looking forward to the next day? The organizations that you are working for, are you going to do your best, the justice to them in terms of your energy, your skills, your time, your passions? Give it the best. And you will find, my friends, when you do that, you will not be tired. People ask me, don't you get tired? Today I've had half a dozen webinars already. And I said, no, because I'm so passionate about what I do that my tiredness goes away. If I don't love what I do, it'll be very tiring. That is why they say, if you love what you do, you don't have to work. So there are two options. If you are in a job and you're working in a company where you don't have a choice, then what do? You still have to work. So work is work and should be fun, but even if it isn't, it must be done. Remember that. So try to make your work more fun, try to make it better, but at the same time, there will be parts of your work, parts of your job that you will not like. You may have to do it. It may be boring. It may be routine. It may be mechanical. There's no creativity. But if you're responsible for doing it, do it. And that will make a big difference in your lives. Because, my friends, I believe that if all of you work positively for your organizations, then with that team effort, TEAM, will not be together everyone achieves more. With that effort, TEAM will be together everyone achieves miracles. And that's such more powerful than just achieving more. There's a huge difference between more and miracles. Yes or no, my friends? You are all capable of achieving miracles. You are a jewel. Don't forget that golden jewel that you are. And use your talents, use your strengths, use it to make a difference. In that sense, be mad. What is mad? Make a difference. Decide what you want to be mad about. Where do you want to make a difference? And once you have decided that, plan out your strategy. I'm there, my friends. As I said, I think we've taken about 40 minutes, and that was the time that was allocated to me. So I won't go beyond this. But this is the beginning of our journey. One-to-one, in-house for your companies, train the trainer programs, all available for you. Let me write, if you don't have my WhatsApp number, I will just put it here, right? So that everybody can note it down. And then we will take questions, right? 04111, right? And I'll give you my mail ID. I'll give you, you know, the one that I use on my phone. No, I'll give you my official ID. It's all right. Okay. So Nikhil Desai at cexcellence.com. And obviously, if you look at cexcellence.com, you'll find my website. If you type in Nikhil Desai, you'll find me first on Google, and you'll find all the details. You see YouTube videos, whatever you want to see. So I hope I have already seen some chats and people saying our day, Manmohan is saying our today is well spent by having with you. Venkat is saying, sir, we do not know how this 45 minutes have passed away so quickly. Great learning. Kalol is saying, thank you, sir. Somebody saying, great story. Somebody saying, thank you, sir. It was the best 45 minutes of the day. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, Renu saying, great learning. Abba saying, awesome. High energy session. Yeah, great interactive and learning sessions. Sangeeta saying that. Thank you so much. Lovely comments. I love to read these comments because this is my fuel. When I read these, people ask me, thank you, Shafali, recharged in the evening, great investment, want to be a trainer, I will call for next session, you have changed my perception, revitalizing, wonderful. And I'm saying this, time well spent and invested, need more, dil mange more, arey kya baat hai. Awesome, awesome, right? I mean, I'm saying these aloud because, you know, when we collectively find that, you know, people are getting a lot of value, then we definitely are more motivated. Each other, we are all motivating each other. Oh, Kalol is saying, I love being mad. Wonderful, right? We are smiles. Sonali, thank you for sharing the insights. Wonderful, awesome, awesome. We are all smiles. And I love your smiles. Good learning, Nikhilji. Your energy is really high. Your bilingual delivery is wonderful. Thank you. See you. Suyok Incorporation. I do not know who that gentleman is. Right? Sir, how much age you are, as you are very energetic. Should I give you my secret? Vinay has asked that question, and my answer is, I recently turned 60 years of age. I am 60 years young. How does that sound? A lot of people worldwide, when I listen to me, they say, you know what? We can't believe you're 60, you sound 30, because 90% or 99% of my programs happen only are decided. Somebody saying you're still 18. Oh, wow. Okay. So 90% of my programs happen only on telephone calls. They're decided on telephone calls. I don't meet people because even before Corona, because I don't have time, right? And it's all on email and other places, you know, WhatsApp and a phone call that closes programs with 900 corporate clients that we have so far, right? So it's just wonderful. I may God bless you. Thank you, Vanita. Yeah, you have changed the concept of age. Yes, Venkat. Yeah, age is just a number, right? Absolutely. Yeah, and Lokman says, in this age, I generally do not see so much energy. Yes, I agree with you, right? Vinay, do you have an office in NCR? No, I don't. I have a global office now, you know, a virtual office. So I have an office in India. I mean, in Mumbai. I say India because I travel so much worldwide that sometimes instead of Mumbai. Yeah, and Kalol says, I just hope your tribe increases and may millions get benefited by your wisdom. Good, Kalol. You should attend also the Train the Trainer and be part of that millions journey. I'm sure you will, right? Great stories, nice delivery, and a different perspective towards life and living. Partha, I agree with you because I believe that we have lost the beautiful life that we originally had. Today, this is going to, somebody says, train my students to, if possible. Let me know if possible, yes. And, you know, today is the time. I believe, you know, if you look at in China, the word crisis, right, is also the same way. Opportunity is also spelled the same way, right? Crisis and opportunity are spelled the same way. It's just what context you use. Your idea for India is mesmerizing. Absolutely. India. I tell you, let us make our children and our grandchildren proud that we were Indians. and we have so much to offer, right? India is a land of infinite potential. It's people like you and me who can trigger that and make that happen, and make that commitment today, that everything that you will do will not only be for yourself. Always do something to give back to society. Today, when I'm doing this session, do I know anybody will come for my Train the Trainer program before I agree to Chef Ali? No. Does it matter? No. But if I have something valuable to give, and if some of those people will come, there'll be some amount that goes, I also have an organization, I also pay staff salaries, I also have overheads, right? So when you pay for certain things, and I always believe that if you don't pay for something like which is really valuable, you don't get as much value, right? So important, pay everything value for money. Determine the value, it's not a cost. Be ready to invest in your life, in yourself. There was a time when we used to courier hard copies of our brochures to 25,000 every quarter to 25,000 companies. Just imagine, I don't want you to just do the calculation. 25,000 every quarter is 1 lakh every year. 1 lakh every year, multiply 25 rupees as cost of printing, multiply the cost of couriering. How much is the amount that we used to spend when we didn't have internet and other things? But it is a passion. Because I had a mission, because of that today I've received a lifetime award. Today I have so many people who have benefited by my programs, and I feel very, very good. I think this is the time to take questions now. So you could put in your comments and ask questions simultaneously, whatever works for you, right? We have another 10 minutes to go. Am I right, Chef Ali? About 10 minutes, right? 1848, we will be...
I am trying to find some words to speak. I am still in illusion.
No, so then you start. You say something. Yes.
So it was superb, fantastic, brilliant. I don't have words. I mean, by your permission, I'll just unmute everybody if they want to speak something.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, do that. Unmute video, everything.
Hello.
A huge round of applause for Nikhil Desai.
Hello.
I don't think that anybody would be having any questions, but still a one-to-one sessions, if somebody is looking at I don't mind you guys speaking here at this forum.
Yeah?
Those who are sitting with family,
बताओ AI की चीजें मतलब
few people were actually was sitting with family, so it doesn't make sense. So if you can give a tip of the day to all of us, sir, because I don't see that there are any questions coming, because it was a brilliant session. So if you can give us a tip of the day, how we can be good human beings, what extra we can do to love our mother country and stay focused. If you can give some suggestions to all of us, sir.
Absolutely. So bottom line to all my friends, number one, believe in yourself and the fact that you have good potential to do good things. Because do not waste your time. Do not fritter away your time. If I were to ask you to tear up 100 rupee note, would you tear it up? No. If I ask you to tear up a 10 rupee note, would you tear it up? The answer is no. Why would you not tear it up? Because it has value. But if I ask you the same question, do you fritter your time away sometimes? And then your answer will be yes. And time is more valuable than money. So my one tip is make sure that you use your time well. There are a couple of questions that have still come. How do we remain focused, right? How to enhance training business in India? How can we be more productive? I think to be more productive, Vishal, I've already mentioned. In fact, this whole 45-minute session has been to be more productive in a time of crisis like this, right? You have to look at the future. The crisis is temporary. We have gone through all kinds of crises in life, right? How do you make a hyperactive mind calm? Kalol, if it is for you or if it is someone else, I don't know, but they should attend my other program, which is Achieving Excellence Through Stress Management. That will make any mind very calm. And that's where, Manmohan, your answer will also come. How do we remain focused? Your focus comes with a calm mind, right? It's interrelated. So there I teach you tips and techniques. The other program, ping me, you have my details, right? With specific questions for you, for your organization, about the Train the Trainer. Even if you ping me directly, I'll try and answer within 12 hours or maximum 24 hours, all your questions in short as much as I can, right? I will not give you detailed answers to all your questions, but I'll give you short answers, because you'll also respect that I have 250,000 participants already and numbers are growing by thousands every day. So just bear with me. Better that you go through a program where you learn more, where I can help you with that, right? So both these flagship programs, I'm trying to answer because they're related questions. I offer them both as a program per se. So you don't want to become a trainer, but you just want to attend an online online in pursuit of excellence program, then that is possible. And you want to become a trainer, then that is possible. There I teach you how to actually deliver the program. So all your questions, Venkat, Abhay, right? All these, if you're not a trainer, you attend the other one. These two flagships will take care of a lot of questions and issues in your life. That is definite. If 45 minutes of session has impacted you so much, just imagine what if a couple of hours, 2-hour session, what would it do to you, right? It would definitely be of great value, right? So I have given you the last tip, Shaifali, which is let nobody fritter their time. Time is life. Waste your time and waste your life. Master your time and master your life. Somebody who had written a time management book had actually written these words, Alan Lakin. And so I'm saying that as one of the last tips for the day. I would suggest, are you taking, Shaifali, are you taking a group of, photographs?
So I'll just take, I have done it. Yeah, I have taken all the recording.
Yeah, no, not the recording. I'm saying not that, but no, screenshots. Somebody on this, there is a way by which we can all be on video. On those who are on video live, they can actually, there's a system by which we can take it. Who knows that answer? In fact, that's the only thing I wanted to study. Huh?
We have taken
like you take a screenshot. Yes, yeah. Go ahead, no?
We have taken
go ahead and take it. Huh?
We have taken that, sir.
No, we have to take a group screenshot. Everybody has to be. Huh? You're taking it?
Sir, actually, I have already taken. And those people who are on video, they are coming and whosoever's video is off. So their name is flashing.
No, don't do that. Take only the ones which are with video. Okay. Request the others to now log off because now that's no value. But that picture will not look good if you don't have people with video. Got it?
Okay. So right? Can I request everybody to come on video for a picture?
Yeah, and those who are not on picture can say bye. That's all right. Sure. For any reason they are not ready, they are at home and they're not equipped to be in a photograph. They may not want to. Then it's all right. But at least we'll have 15, 20, 30 people out of whatever 50 people. We'll have some people in a group photograph. Right?
I'll just ask few of them to be on video and otherwise
do that. Yeah. Do that. You got everybody on video now? You're asking.
I think 1 or 2 are left. So we should have done it earlier, sir. Now we all are looking.
What? Try it. Whatever works. Just try it. Everybody smile, yeah?
Done, sir. Taken.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. I think Samar tried a lot to log in, but he could not.
No worries.
So on his behalf
No
also,
worries.
I would like to say
No
sincere
worries.
thanks to you for
No
joining.
worries. No worries.
And thank you all the lovely audience. I promised and I think we have fulfilled our promise. You have a lot of takeaways from today's session for you all. So keep liking us, keep joining us, keep listening us, connect with Mr. Nikhil Desai. He can give you much more in coming sessions. So stay connected with him. He has already shared his details. And thank you for joining us once again. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Sir.
Bye, everyone.
If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Please watch other videos in our channel as well.